All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome and welcome back. This is going to be a reading and energy check-in, what Spirit wants you to know for the first week of June for Cancer and Cancer placements. So basically from May 31st through June 6th, it is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, so we are going to get one oracle and then get into tarot and see what you need to know for this week. All right. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every collective reading will resonate. And especially with these zodiac sign readings, make sure to check other placements, especially if you feel that one does not resonate with you. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do Cancer and Cancer placements need to know for this first week of June 2026? What do you want to tell us? Okay. We have obsession, holding on, can't let go, and clinging. All right. So let's get into tarot here. I feel like someone is obsessively holding on to you here. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do Cancer and Cancer placements need to know for this week, please? Okay. All right, we've got the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So things with, a particular situation, a particular person might be moving kind of slowly for you. It might be that you have been wanting some sort of commitment here from someone, or you were looking for commitment with someone and things just have been progressing super slowly. Maybe, someone here has not been very quick to move things forward with you. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of, it is slow movement, but it's usually methodical in nature, especially when it's moving towards stability and security. So there could be something about that in this as well, that maybe someone is trying to work on their sense of stability as far as with finances and things like that. So you might maybe might not know about that potentially. Now this might be someone that you have a family with already. You might have children with this person. It is possible that this person is someone that you wanted the 10 of Pentacles with. That this person is your end game. This is your person. Okay. It could be that that's the way this person feels about you. Like I said, there could be some sort of generational wealth involved here as well. But yeah, a home. Okay. But there could be a sense of space or distance here between you and this person. Okay. So, with the Hermit, it is very possible that, like I said, things have been progressing slowly, that there is a sense of space in this dynamic with this person. I do feel that it's possible that you have been most likely going within and trying to figure out what is going on here in this situation. You're trying to meditate on things. Okay. It could be that you have also possibly walked away from this person. At least you've pulled your energy back. Okay. It's possible that this person's done that to you as well. But this is a soulmate of yours. Okay. This is a soulmate. It's someone that you've considered a soulmate, and it's someone who I feel they could be going through an awakening. But I feel like it's possible that this person wants, to reconcile. They want another chance here with you. On the bottom of the deck is the Empress. So male or female, doesn't matter the gender. Like I said, you could have children with this person, or it is possible that you feel this way about them, they feel this way about you, that, they would be a wonderful parent, that they are the perfect match for you, that they are the perfect person for you. But unfortunately, like I said, either something is telling you inside to walk away from this, or you have already walked away. Okay. Or at least pulled back your energy. Okay. Spirit, what is the challenge here for Cancer and Cancer placements with this and this person, this situation for this week? Okay. So the first card out is the King of Wands. So male or female, doesn't matter the gender. Maybe this person, the challenge is that they have a wandering eye. They might not have commitment on their mind. That might not be their forte, or what is important to them right now. This person could be more about passion than anything else. Not to say that they're not thinking of other things or that other things aren't important to them, but passion might be at the forefront for them. Okay. So that intimacy, that bedroom time, that might be um, the most important thing for this person. And like I said, the King of Wands, it is a king, so there's something to be said about that. However, I do feel that the King of Wands is just a step up from the Knight of Wands. And so, as we know, the Knight of Wands is a non-committal energy, someone that's inconsistent, hot and cold, grass is greener type of mindset. And so there is still a little residual of all of that in the King of Wands as well. Okay. So the challenge could be being in a union with this person, or actually having a relationship, having a home, is possible if you do resonate with this person being a twin flame, because this is, sometimes, considered the 1111 card for the twin flame journey. Not everybody subscribes to that. If you do, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But, part of the challenge might be that were hoping for a commitment with this person. You were hoping for a committed energy. Like I said, you might live with this person. You might, maybe you were hoping to be together with this person, or in a committed relationship. But I feel like this person has definitely challenged your standards, because you might have a lot of love for this person, but they just don't live up to the standards that you usually hold in place for connections. So that might be something you resonate with as well. Okay. But with the Four of Wands, I feel like it is a challenge to be in a connection with this person. There could be regrets involving the amount of time, effort, energy, money that you've given to this person. I feel like with the Sun, maybe things have come to light for you here that have basically caused you to think twice about this situation or this person. Maybe if you have walked away or pulled your energy back, that this, there has been information, even if it's through the dream state or something that's come to you intuitively, that you've decided, or that has kind of pushed you in this direction. But I feel like this person either has made you feel lacking in a certain way, or they've kind of made you feel left out in the cold, like they weren't giving you their total attention, that they were not giving you their total amount of energy. Okay. And with the World, I feel like if a cycle hasn't ended already, the thing is that it could be because it's in the challenge position. It could be that with the World, that maybe a cycle needs to end, especially if it's not a healthy cycle, but for whatever reason, someone here is still holding on. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So there, it could be very stuck and stagnant with this person. We have the Knight of Pentacles as well, which is another card of things just taking forever to progress. And with the Hanged Man being in the challenge, I feel like, not only is this stuck and stagnant energy been very challenging for you, but, and so you don't feel like things are progressing. with this person, but it might be challenging as well to gain a new perspective on things, especially if you have feelings for this person. Sometimes it's hard to get past that. Okay. So Spirit, what is the focus area for Cancer and Cancer placements here with this person and this for this week? I almost had a card fly out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords. Obviously, you have a decision to make here. Okay, Six of Pentacles as well. If this person is giving to more than one situation, and that doesn't have to be another person, it can be, work or something like that. But, as the King of Wands, I feel like, if you do feel like there is another situation at hand here, this person could be giving to more than one situation, especially, if you do feel like it's another person. But I feel like Spirit wants you to, if that's the case, don't forget about that. Okay. Don't blow that aside or make that seem like it's not that big of a deal, no matter what your feelings are. I feel like Spirit wants you to really focus on what equal reciprocity looks like to you. Okay. What does equal give and take look like to you? And focus on demanding that and making sure that that is paramount in your life. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we do have the Knight of Wands here. So don't forget what kind of energy this person has been in. Okay. If you don't have confirmation about this person possibly wanting to play the field, wanting to keep options open, things like that, Spirit wants you to remember that this person has been in this energy and has potentially been giving to more than one situation. Okay. So you do have a decision to make here. Spirit does not want you to forget about these things. There could, like I said, be external influences involved. Okay. And, unfortunately, when you do make this decision, there could be arguments or an argument that ensues, with this person. So be prepared for that. But, I feel like Spirit wants you to also remember, how much drama and chaos has this person brought into your life? Okay. How many arguments have you had in the past with this person? Okay. Yeah. How much burden has this person brought to you? Because I feel like this person potentially has brought a lot of burden to you and in your life. Okay. Yeah, the Three of Cups came out as well. So, if there's been any question about a third party situation, I feel like that is the case here. Okay. And, you need to focus more on what brings you balance and peace and harmony in your life. Okay. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck, you do have an opportunity for a new passionate beginning. I feel like it is going to be elsewhere. I feel that it is possible that this person will present you with something like this, with an Ace of Wands type opportunity. But Spirit wants you to make sure that, if that is the case and you do have this decision to make with the Two of Swords, that you don't forget what this person, what kind of energy they have been in, because I feel like it hasn't changed. Okay. Yeah, on the bottom, this person has put you in this Nine of Wands energy. You have boundaries in place. And if you don't, Spirit wants you to put those in place with this person. You need strong boundaries with this person. Okay. So I'm not sure if this, clinging or holding on energy is kind of on both sides, or if it's more on one side or another. But Spirit wants you to, basically fight for yourself. Okay. Keep those boundaries in place. Yeah. They might present themselves. This person might present themselves as a provider, but Spirit wants you to remind yourself that they are more about in this Wands energy. Okay. And, that there could actually be someone new coming into your life as well. But you are going to get a message, because I did see the Page of Pentacles was down there too. So, you are going to be getting some kind of message here. and it could be this week. Okay, so I'm not sure where you are in this timeline. I don't know if you've already walked away from this person, if there has been separation here, or if you've been thinking about doing that. But you do have a decision that is going to be presented to you involving this person. You know, which direction you want to go in your life. Always follow your intuition. Make sure that you keep your boundaries in place, and make sure that you demand that equal reciprocity here from whatever situation. Okay. So as far as signs, we have earth, water, well, obviously fire. We've got a lot of fire, and air. So we've got all signs. We also have Taurus. We have Virgo. We've got Libra, Leo. We've got Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We have Sagittarius. And it looks like that's it. But all signs are present. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that this reading helped you. I hope that this reading found you all well. If you feel like it resonated in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care and namaste.